that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
A little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Starbucks. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspects' arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories, and investigations are ongoing. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department despite...
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Tonight, drizzle likely after 3 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 31. Temperatures rising to around 41 overnight. A strong chance of rain. Tomorrow, rain and drizzle before 2 p.m., then a chance of rain and snow with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 48. Currently, it is 36 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big time sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding
And welcome in to another edition of Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And also joining me in studio today, it is Bob Mariner.
Hey, what's up, folks? Sorry I missed you last week. A little under the weather. Happy to be back. 100%.
It happens. And how in the hell are you doing today on this Hump Day?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, Derek. I'm taking it easy when I'm not busting my Smurf over here. I've been working hard. I've been trying to keep it up over here. You know, sports game here, sports game there, camera here, replay there, graphics here. What you know? Hey, yeah, throw a little radio every once in a while.
Oh, well, you're just hitting to all fields. I mean, that's exactly what you're doing.
Well, yeah,
that's what we do here in this industry, the media industry.
Hey, we're clutch, man. I gotta be a utility player. Hey,
absolutely. And before we get any further into our show, don't forget to tune in to the WRMN Morning Show every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano. And tomorrow's question of the day for Thursday: real tree or fake tree? And when do you decorate said tree?
Ooh.
What do you think, Bob?
I'm a real tree guy.
You're a real tree guy? When do you decorate? Like around Halloween?
Whenever I buy the tree. Normally,
that's fair.
I try to keep it the day after Thanksgiving. The wife and I, we had a busy schedule, so we didn't get around to that until actually yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But you give it at least a week before Christmas, and you should be good. We did do the fake tree for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wear and tear.
Yeah.
Only so many times. I understand there's a saving on the cost, but hey, there's nothing like the smell of fresh pine.
Yeah,
in your house.
There you go.
It's worth vacuuming up the needles later.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I think why a majority of people, buy a fake tree. This way they don't have to hassle with, vacuuming up the needles and, well, it dies. You got to get rid of it.
Well, I mean, when I, before...
Chop it up and use it for firewood.
So, yeah, I had my fake tree time. I'm back to my real tree time.
Mm-hmm.
Before the fake tree time was real trees, and I had to go to the fake tree because I was lazy. I was in my 20s, and I would keep that tree up until end of March, early April.
Yeah, see, that tracks.
Oh, yeah. I'd be bringing out just pretty much a log and a bunch of sticks.
Oh, I could totally and completely see that. And before we continue and get onto the sporting topics of the day. Hey, are you looking for a great way to support youth sports while helping your athlete get better? The Athletes Headquarters Foundation is hosting its 2025 benefit hitting clinic, I can read, on December 20th at Athletes HQ in Elgin. This special clinic is featuring Jacob Marseille of the Miami Marlins. He is a MLB outfielder and was the 2025 MLB All-Rookie Team selection. Also in attendance will be the mental performance coach, Marius Alexa.
Please play Big Top Sports.
Or just go to the 2025 benefit hitting clinic that is on December 20th at Athletes HQ in Elgin. The Athletes Headquarters Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit helping provide opportunities for youth athletes in our community. Slots are limited. Sign up now at athleteshq.as.me/AHQ Foundation events. And that's December 20th at Athletes HQ in Elgin. They train the best and give back to the game. So, with it being hump day.
Oh, yes.
And there's this, there might be some little football game going on Saturday.
Saturday? Nobody plays football on Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Except for those college kids.
Yeah, those college kids.
Until you get to the holidays, and then you get a game that really matters.
Yeah, and it's your NFC North division leading Chicago Bears, baby.
I got my Bears hat on. I like wearing it without shame for once, or actually a lot this season. I've gotten to wear my Bears stuff without having to apologize or.
Yeah, getting in on it.
Yeah.
But if you are out and about, you're doing some last minute Christmas shopping, don't forget. We carry the Chicago Bears here on WRMN 1410 AM. The game starts at 7, which means pregame will start at approximately 5 p.m. here on these airwaves. And stick around for the full game and post-game aftermath. Hopefully it'll be a Bears victory. And with that being said, I mean, there were quite a few injuries over this past weekend. And I know it's Wednesday, but I kind of had to work and miss yesterday's show. There was the replay. But Patrick Mahomes, he underwent surgery yesterday with the tear, the ACL. What'd you say? ACL, MCL?
So, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he's in rehab right now. So, got injured last week. Sunday? Got him in. They got him in for his procedure in less than 24 hours, as you would.
Okay, so
with
Monday.
Some guy like, Patrick Mahomes, a playoff caliber,
Yeah, worth a
Super Bowl winning
$1 billion.
Yeah, you get him in there pretty fast. So it wasn't just the ACL, it was his LCL that was torn as well. So 2 torn ligaments. The ACL, for all of you, I'm sure a lot of people understand, that's that ligament in between, the top and the bottom of your knee. That's the middle one. And then the LCL is the ligament on the outside of your knee. So he got both those torn. And for Rick, how do you say this last name? Burkhalter. So the VP of sports medicine for the Chiefs, Rick Burkhalter.
Or at least I believe that's how you pronounce his last name.
Hey.
Actually.
Well, Ricky B. Ricky, don't lose that number.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, once again, VP of sports medicine for the Chiefs. He said it went well. So,
well, that's that's reassuring because, then maybe he'll be back at the middle of next season. Because you're talking about like a potential 9-month rehab. And if it's...
So that's what they say. Usual recovery is 9 months. Next NFL season kicks off September 10th, 2026. And, the Chiefs' first game is until a couple days after that. And, if 9 months is a regular recovery... For you or me, we're not Patrick Mahomes.
No, we're not Patrick Mahomes.
We got
don't
a few
have
years
millions
on
of
him.
dollars.
We don't stretch every day. We don't. We don't run drills and practices. This guy, I definitely see being back by week 1.
Yeah.
Is he going to be the same Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, I think he's going to be the same Patrick Mahomes he was. I'm going to say last season. I'm going to say this season he's going to be good. I don't know. I don't see the Chiefs making the playoffs again. I still see Patrick Mahomes being awesome, but I do see him not being
ready for the start of the season.
I see him leaving the Chiefs. Not next season.
How?
How?
I mean, he signed that $500 million contract. No, you're shaking your head.
No, he signed it, but still, this guy. I'd say this is going to be the beginning of you'll see.
Oh, the dominoes and everything is going to, fall, and the dynasty, the evil. Well, not really the evil empire. I don't really hate the Chiefs. I don't really hate Patrick Mahomes or
he's still young.
Travis Swift. I don't hate any of that.
Don't give him. Don't be bad on on Travis Kelce for
Hey,
being in
he
love.
definitely
Okay?
he outkicked his coverage. I don't know how, but he outkicked his coverage. Plain and simple. But I mean, dude, and you know, well, and let's be honest, Travis Kelce, he's a good-looking dude. And, you know, apparently, you know, Taylor Swift likes that kind of thing. Dealing with more injuries that were suffered over the course of this past weekend, one Micah Parsons from the Green Bay Wood-Peckers. We will discuss this on the other side of the break. You are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. Back in a bit.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
A recent Gallup poll indicated that 38% of Americans are putting off health care because of financial concerns, the highest ever recorded. I'm Dr. Bob Martin, here to serve you every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. Millions of Americans are seeking health advice that will not cost an arm and a leg, so I offer health tips and advice absolutely free. Listen to my show, Sunday afternoons from 1 to 4 right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM, the voice of the Valley.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. Joining me in studio today is Bob Mariner. And before we get into the Micah Parsons conversation, don't forget, I have a new Facebook page. Go to Big Top Sports on Facebook. Please please join the conversation. Got a couple videos up there. I've even got a poll, which kind of lends into the conversation that we are about to have here in studio. And that conversation is, and I put this question to you, Bob, with Micah Parsons being out for the rest of the season, also, with an ACL tear, does it really matter how the Chicago Bears win this weekend? Or is it a little bit less of a victory if the Chicago Bears happen to win? Or even worse, what happens if the Chicago Bears lose this weekend and they still don't have Micah Parsons?
It does not make any difference in how good of our win is, whether or not he's playing against us. A Bears win is a Bears win. As Bears fans in Chicago, we're all used to barely scraping by or showing up in the fourth quarter. I don't care how we get it, as long as we get it, especially against Green Bay. But this is an early Christmas present to all of us as Chicago Bears fans. Y'all seen Micah Parsons. Y'all seen Bears putting 2-3 guys up against him. That it just gives them another opportunity to snake Caleb over here. When you're drawing too much of your offensive line to take one guy, he's out. This spreads us out. This gives Caleb just that much more time. He's already been amazing. I mean, second year rook over here, and this guy is, what is he, like, broke the record? What was it?
1,000 passes.
1,000 passes with only 12 interceptions.
Yep.
For rookie QB over, like, in his first 1,000 games, 12 interceptions. That's a record.
Well, not 1,000 games.
Oh, sorry,
1,000 passes.
1,000 passes.
1,000. Well, hey,
they're mini games. They're mini games.
Kind of like to get it accurate a little bit, but I mean, with Caleb Williams, I mean, and see, here's what I kind of liken it to this past weekend up against the Cleveland Browns, where you had Myles Garrett trying to wreak havoc and chase Caleb Williams all around the field. Yeah, he did get 1.5 sacks.
And let me get back to that 1.5 sacks. That half sack should have been a full sack.
Yeah, probably.
I watched it a million times. Are you kidding me? The other guy literally had a hand on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Rushed
hey,
him.
I mean, I have absolutely no idea sometimes on what makes, a half a sack, a full sack, an error in baseball, no error in baseball. Sometimes, I mean, it's a routine play. Well, the routine play just went under his glove and you gave the guy a hit. I don't understand, but, whatever. But with this being said, so now instead of the Bears O-line, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and all that fun stuff going forward against the Green Bay Wood-Peckers this weekend, it's almost as if, you're setting it up again for the way that they attacked Myles Garrett last week, where you run away from Garrett, and I don't know the other off or defensive lineman, on the Packers that I should be talking about right now and name dropping. But with that being said, you run away from that threat. You chip block him like Colston Loveland did to Myles Garrett and let him know.
I was just looking up that clip, by the way. I was like, when Loveland
absolutely
just took Myles Garrett by surprise, just knocked him down. What a beautiful clip.
It was awesome. And so now this is kind of what's going to happen for the main stud on the line for the Green Bay Wood-Peckers. So it's definitely opening up another avenue. And then you're also talking about the wide receiver being hurt in the game against the Broncos as well.
Yeah, Christian Watson, eh?
Yeah. So what'd you say his injury was?
Oh, jeez.
It was a dislocated rib.
Yeah, that's what it was. And we were saying, I'm like, how do you dislocate a rib? I don't know too much about our anatomy, but from what I looked up, I guess there's a layer of cartilage in between our sternum and the rest of our rib cage. And when I looked up dislocated rib, I found nothing for dislocated rib, but that's what it pointed me towards. I guess there could be some movement there. Cartilage, as you said, can't that not heal? Look that up as well.
I don't.
Doesn't have a good time of healing. Doesn't have blood vessels in it.
And the reason why I don't think cartilage can heal is because you got the cartilage in your knees. Hence, once that goes, and all of a sudden it's bone on bone, then you need a knee replacement. Same thing with your hips. If the cartilage goes in your hips, then you need a replacement. So I'm not exactly sure how in the hell something like this is even possible to heal.
It seems like most rib injuries to me. I looked up how do you heal a dislocated rib, and it's like everything else.
Time.
Don't breathe too hard.
Don't laugh. Don't cough.
Yeah, wrap some gauze around your entire rib cage because that'll do something. It's none of it makes sense to me. But I'm reading these articles now, in Sports Illustrated, and everybody on the team's like, he's fighting to play. LaFleur's like, yeah, he's really in it. And obviously, you get to this point of the season.
Yeah.
And you're in the NFC North, too.
Especially going up against your chief rivals who are now in first place in the NFC North.
You got Parsons out. So it's like, here, you got a great guy in your D out. And how do you fight? If you're down on D, how do you fight that?
Mm-hmm.
You get good on you make sure you go full blast on offense. Kevin Watson there, that guy's gonna play through the pain. Luckily, we're at home. That's great. I do love them playing in Soldier Field. Hey, we had a hard time at Lambeau. They'll have a harder time here.
Yeah, and but it'll be significantly warmer than it was last weekend. So if you are a Bears fan going out to Soldier Field this weekend, you are probably ready to get in a tank top and shorts and just party it up on the lakeside. Considering the fact that the temperature is probably going to be around, 30, 40 degrees?
You might have a few more pigeons on the field this week.
Yeah, and they will absolutely be partying as well, from the tailgate and stuff. Hey, isn't there some rumor that the Chicago Bears are going out to Arlington Heights?
Oh, Kevin Warren's got a little something else to say about that.
Yep, we will talk about that on the other side. You're listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. Derrick Geyer, Bob Mariner, back in a bit.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Progressive. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department, despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment, purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds, will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5-8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspect's arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories, and investigations are ongoing. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all alone. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at KohlsandKohls.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Tonight, drizzle likely after 3 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 31. Looking ahead to Thursday, rain and drizzle before 2 p.m., then a chance of rain and snow with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 48. Currently, it is 32 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And joining me on this home day is Bob Mariner.
Howdy, folks.
Okay, Bob, we were told, all of us, all the Bears fans, in all of the Chicagoland area, we're told that there would be shovels in the ground by the end of this year. And now, what have we got for you?
I don't know, classic Chicago games. Lots of games. saying one thing, doing another, promising one thing, maybe it not being true. Yeah, so as we were setting up for the show, I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a post of a letter, an open letter.
Why? Who was it from?
It was from Kevin Warren.
Oh my God. You are like on a first person basis with Kevin?
No. I just I read this off Chris Emma's Twitter over here. He reposted this. Shout out to Chris Emma, the reporter for 670 The Score, covering the Bears.
Oh,
and
you
all the
mean it's in regards to, or it's addressed to all of the Chicago Bears fans?
It's an open letter to all of us.
Oh, okay.
That's what I say.
I thought you were special.
Nah,
I mean, you
I'm
are
not
special.
I got connections. I know. I follow people who follow other people who follow other people. And yes,
Who
this
are
is
actually in the room.
Yeah, Kevin Warren didn't send this letter to me specifically, but
right.
There's blah 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 blah. Dear Chicago Bears fans, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. Here we go. Our quote unquote Kevin Warren. We have not asked for state taxpayer dollars to build the stadium at Arlington Park. We only asked for a commitment to essential local infrastructure, which is more than typical for projects of this size. Additionally, we sought responsible property tax certainty to secure financing. We listened to state leadership and relied on their direction and guidance, yet our efforts have been met with no legislative partnership. Blah, 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 blah. Skip ahead to, consequently, in addition to Arlington Park, we need to expand our search and critically evaluate opportunities throughout the wider Chicagoland region, including Northwest Indiana. Blah. He didn't say the blah part. That was me. This is not about leverage. I think that's a lie.
I think collectively there was a whole heaping helping of Chicago Bears fans that just did that as well, vomited in their mouth when Northwest Indiana.
So no, I do agree with him in this next where he goes, we've invested a significant time and resources evaluating multiple state sites and rationally decided that Arlington Heights, our fans deserve a world-class stadium. Our players and coaches deserve a venue that matches the championship standard that they strive for every day, especially a championship standard they're striving for this season.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah. And with that in mind, they say our organization must keep every credible pathway open to deliver that future. I'm calling Bull Smurf over here when he says this is not about leverage. We talked during the break. I say this is specifically about leverage.
Oh, without a doubt.
Over here. They tried it with Chicago, and now they're trying it with Arlington Heights. They don't like getting with Arlington Heights. And now they're saying Northwest Indiana. And I've heard them even talk about it in a WGN. They had people call in, and they're like, how do you feel about... I think Bears fans would go. They'd still drive. We're hardcore fans. To me, you might as well move into Wisconsin.
Well, see, and here's the deal as far as even if the Chicago Bears would move to Arlington Heights, that is still in Cook County. Cook County still gets the tax revenue from the Bears game and whatever else they build on the 365-acre plot of land that they have. And it's also talking about, in this article further down, they're talking about creating 56,000 construction jobs and 9,000 permanent jobs, $10 billion in economic impact attributed statewide to the construction, and $256 million in annual statewide new business and tourism impact. Because they're also talking about how, there's a Final Four, there's a Super Bowl, there's, XYZ events that would come in and go to, the fixed roof stadium. It should be a dome or it should be a retractable in my opinion, but that's an extra like $250 million.
The retractable would be smart.
Yeah.
Because you can also make that much more money off of it by opening it up to everything else that's not during football season.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and how about the other 6 days of the weeks when there's not a football game being played there?
Well, see, and this is why Chicago, the city of Chicago, has repeatedly shot themselves in the foot, in my opinion, as far as the Chicago Bears are concerned. Because remember, it was either last year or the year before that pop star by the name of, Beyonce came to Soldier Field.
Oh, yeah.
That week before, or had a series of 4 or 5 concerts the week before a frickin' Bears game, and absolutely obliterated the turf for the Chicago Bears to play on. Not very smart on the city of Chicago's timing for that. Why would you do that to a tenant? Oh, yeah, that's because the Chicago Bears don't own Soldier Field. And it's the city of Chicago and the Park District that does.
Oh, they got other things to worry about. Right?
Oh, well, without a doubt.
The Bears are doing just fine, right?
But now...
the turf, on the other hand.
Yeah, the turf, on the other hand. But now... And, it's absolutely a leverage play to move the team to Northwest Indiana. I don't know where. Gary? Yeah, okay, good luck with that one. Or Highland, or, whatever, Porter, Indiana. I mean, you're talking about now, not only is it the Chicago Bears moving out of the city, and the city of Chicago does not get, the revenue from the Bears. It is also the state of Illinois that is going to feel the ramifications of the Bears moving out of the state.
I don't think people from Indiana want the Bears there. People from Illinois don't want the Bears to move to Indiana. You might as well just fold the franchise at that point. And so, yes, it is leverage. It's calling a bluff. It's my way or the highway kind of deal. I don't even know what clip from a movie I was watching, but it was somebody at gunpoint. They go, "Hey, you get in that barrel, or you could die right here, because inside that barrel, is life, or outside here is certain death." And it's like, I think that's what they're trying to pull with the Bears, to be like, you can go over here, or say peace.
Yeah, because
stand your ground at this point.
all of a sudden, Indiana would have 2 football franchises in it. And that's kind of wacky to even think about.
What are we, LA?
Well, yeah, apparently. And
that's still weird to me, having the Rams and the Chargers, and both having them blue and yellow.
Both sharing a stadium.
It really, I know I follow football, so do you. Does it not throw you off every once in a while? A couple times this season?
Yes. Yes, it did, because I do believe for a full entire show, I got the Monday night game wrong, because I thought it was the Rams and it was the Chargers.
Yeah.
Both color schemes, both helmets look, almost identical. You got the yellow, circular
they gotta
thing.
Change it up.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's that. But I mean, you're talking about. I just don't understand where this is going from and everyone's point of view on this. Sure, I understand Arlington Heights wants to take care of the teachers and all of that, and teachers need to be taken care of.
Well, a lot of my teachers during the summertime used to go and work as bartenders at Arlington Racetrack.
Oh, that's funny.
When I grew up in Arlington Heights, and I ran into my middle school teachers at the racetrack when I go there with family during the summer, and they'd be embarrassed because they, got my parents hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mom and Dad. But yeah.
Inside the Mariner household.
Just tying it through. You gotta take care of the teachers. You took away the racetrack. Where are they supposed to, make their money for the summer? You got to build Soldier Field in the same site so they can go and, do a little moonlighting when they're not teaching. Not everybody teaches summer school. Shout out to Miss Miller. You're a pretty cool science teacher.
And her Miller Lights.
Hey, Miss Miller in 2 ways. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, this is much ado about nothing, but yet at the same time, there's this press release, so you kind of have to take it somewhat seriously.
So I haven't seen anything naming any site one way or another about Northwest Indiana. All I've heard is just the region Northwest Indiana. We're exploring Northwest Indiana.
I don't know.
When they said Arlington Heights, they weren't say we're exploring Northwest suburbs. They're like, we're looking at Arlington Park.
Mm-hmm.
They came out with it pretty much straight through.
Yeah, they came out with it right away. They bought the parcel of land, and it's been a complete and total quagmire. Since then.
Well, hey, how about this? Watch them come out with an article tomorrow and be like, "We're exploring a deal with the site of Indiana Dunes." Yeah, I heard that their last season wasn't too hot over here. I don't know.
There's more than corn in Indiana.
Yeah, there's more than corn. We got the Bears now too.
We got the Bears and we got the Colts and we got the Super Bowl. And
at least if they did it at the Dunes, you'd still have a lakeside stadium, right?
Yeah, well, parking and everything would probably be a little bit better there than I would imagine. But you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. I'm Derrick Geyer. He's Bob Mariner, and we'll be back in a bit.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Does your car need a shine? At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they make it quick, easy, and spotless every time. And they're open 24/7 for your convenience. Right now, get a free car wash just for joining their text club. Text BRITT to 30400 and enjoy a free car wash. Visit Britain's Touchless Car Wash at 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin or at 555 Willow in West Dundee. Britain's, caring for your car while caring for our community.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When your car's feeling sluggish, don't stress. Just bring it down to Britain's Express Oil and Lube on Larkin Avenue in Elgin. For a fast, friendly 10-minute oil change and a full 18-point inspection, they've got you covered. Whether it's engine service, fluids, filters, or headlight check, they do it right, and they do it fast. Family run, quality service, right in your neighborhood. Swing by today and keep your ride running smooth. Britain's Express Oil and Lube, your car's health partner in Elgin, a proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out, every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. I am Derrick Geyer. He is Bob Mariner, and we are talking Chicago Bears. And speaking of the Chicago Bears, there is, well, looking at this injury report going into this weekend's game against the Green Bay Wood-Peckers, It's a little concerning on the Bears' end of things right now.
Well, it looks like they got more people on their list than we got on ours.
Yeah, this is true. But when you're talking about Luther Burden III with an ankle, did not practice. DNP today.
I'm really worried about that one. He's been showing up really good.
Yeah, he has. Roma Dunze, DNP. Aman Ombagaji, DNP. However, Tremaine Edmonds, limited practice.
Agbongbaniga.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You say it phonetically.
Agbongbaniga.
Hey,
Sorry, not sorry. I mean, yeah, phonetics has never really been one of my strong suit.
Just call him the Big O.
Yeah, the Big O. Amen or Amen. Big O. Oh, you know what? Anyway, Tremaine Edmonds, he was limited in practice. Cole Kmet, we saw him writhing around in pain on, the turf against the Cleveland Browns this past Sunday.
I think he'll be all right.
He was limited in practice. Someone that showed up today on the injury report, DeAndre Swift with a groin. That seems to be a nagging thing.
That one hurts. That one really hurts, especially with Micah Parsons being out. Because I'm like, hey, Parsons is out, and we got more room for Swift to just find that hole and take off. But I guess not this weekend.
I hope that this is a little play acting here. But I mean, he did miss that game against the Cincinnati Bengals a few weeks or so ago.
Honestly, I'd err on the side of caution.
Yeah,
I would err on the side of caution. We have other weapons.
Yeah, Kyle Monangai has been a beast.
Monangai has been our rookies this year have been great. And
absolutely,
that's why I'm not worried about Swift being not. And I'd rather save him for the week after.
See, and then maybe you get a Roshan Johnson sighting because Kyle. Yeah, exactly. Kyle Monangai is basically like, oh, no, Roshan, you just go sit there on the bench and keep it warm for me, for when I come back.
What was I saying near the beginning of the season? I said, I wanted to see these young kids get out earlier.
And this is exactly what they're doing.
And say, now at least
now they're starting to contribute. And I should have known better as far as the rookies need to get up to game speed, learn the playbook, all of that fun stuff. And then it's not until the second half of the season, where you actually see them contributing. And boy, are they contributing.
Well, pressure is a great motivator, especially when the guy that you're the backup for. He ain't coming back right now.
No,
so
he ain't coming back right now. And well, they're taking the bull by the horns, or it's the next man up mentality. And I mean, there is an absolute laundry list as far as the Green Bay Wood-Peckers being on, the injured list. Chris Brooks, Brenton Cox, Matthew Golden, Josh Jacobs.
Hey, all right. Josh Jacobs, DNP. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'd love to see that guy out.
Darian Kennard, offensive tackle. So now all of a sudden you're talking about key cogs to the offense, and hell, I mean, one big cog in Micah Parsons not making the game. So you're also talking, well, this is kind of funny. Jordan Love was listed on the injury report, but he was a full participant in practice.
That was a left shoulder, so that's not his throwing arm.
Yeah, but maybe we could pay, or the Chicago Bears could pay Love back how the Packers paid Jim McMahon. Back in the day, and just, take him up, pick him, body slam him, and then kick him a few times while he's down on the ground.
Jordan Love wasn't even alive when that happened. Come on.
Yeah, but I was, and I saw that, and that ruined the Chicago Bears when Jim McMahon was never, ever the same again.
Yeah, never forget. It still looked pretty cool. Just as a pure sports fan, okay? Sorry, it still looked cool. I wish there was still that level of viciousness in the NFL, but
yeah. And so, which brings me to the fact of you're right. I asked the question earlier. I do not care if Micah Parsons plays or is out, because hell, right now we're talking playoffs. That's right. I said it.
Hey,
was that a little too much?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know if it was enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're talking playoffs, and then there's probably another, there's another half a dozen to 8 other players that did not participate for the Packers or were limited in practice. So they are the walking wounded, and it's nice to see that the Chicago Bears have a very limited selection of players that are on the injury report. Although, I mean, it's a little alarming that Luther Burden, not playing. Roma Dunza, you kind of want to take it.
Hey, this is what I say about Luther Burden. It's an ankle. It's an ankle deal, right?
Yeah, but it's the same thing with Rome.
No, it's...
Well, he's got a fracture.
Yeah, just tape it. Just throw extra tape.
Yeah, oh, coach, I got a groin injury. Go ahead, tape it up. That's what my high school football coach would say.
Yeah, a couple Tylenol, roll of tape, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
dude.
we'll be fine.
Yeah, ice it. Throw a little ice on that thing, right?
Yeah, I strained my calf. I can't run. Little did I know back in the day that was a looming Achilles injury waiting to happen.
Yeah, you never got a Super Bowl ring, though.
Yeah, no, I never did get a Super Bowl ring at all, nor did I ever play higher than high school level as far as football is concerned. But, it's looking pretty damn good for the Chicago Bears, and I would be disappointed just like everyone else would be out there if the Bears smurfed the bet on this one. You're currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. We'll be talking Blackhawks at the top of the hour.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer, and we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case, and they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 7 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspects' arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories and investigations are ongoing. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department, despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment, purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds, will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5-8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from card holder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at bfa.com/cardfwc26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America NA in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Starbucks. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspects' arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories, and investigations are ongoing. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department despite...
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Tonight, drizzle likely after 3 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 31. Looking ahead to Thursday, rain and drizzle before 2 p.m., then a chance of rain and snow with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 48. Currently, it is 32 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. B20.
When tragedy strikes, you need more than a lawyer, you need a voice. Romanucci and Blandon fight for justice in cases of personal injury, wrongful death, civil rights, and medical malpractice. With over $1 billion recovered, their results speak loud. Call 312-458-1000 or visit rblaw.net. That's 312-458-1000. Romanucci and Blandon, national impact, personalized care. No fee unless they win. Proud supporter of America's First Responders Fest.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and also joining me in studio today, it is Bob Mariner.
Yo, 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 yo. Happy hump day, folks.
Hump day on WRMN 1410 AM.
You're really laying it down hard with them special effects.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, sorry, not sorry, but it is what it is. I got to keep myself amused here. Hopefully I am amusing the people out there listening as well. And thank you for listening, by the way. And if you didn't already know, the WRMN morning show's Susie C Q of the day, it is, and you can find that on WRMN's Facebook page. Do you prefer a real tree or a fake tree? And when do you decorate it? So go to WRMN's 1410 Radio's Facebook page and be a part of the conversation as well. And then, if you also want to see our smiling, gorgeous faces here at WRMN Big Top Sports 1410 AM, tune in to youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And if you also want to be a part of the conversation and call in, it's 847-741-1410. That's 847-741-1410. And before we get into Blackhawks, looking for a great way to support youth sports while helping your athlete get better? The Athletes Headquarters Foundation is hosting its 2025 Benefit Hitting Clinic on December 20th at the Athletes HQ in Elgin. This special clinic is featuring Jacob Marcy, Miami Marlins Major League Baseball outfielder and 2025 MLB All-Rookie Team selection, along with mental performance coach Marius Alexa, plus additional MLB players and professional coaches. Best of all, every swing supports a great cause. The Athletics Headquarters Foundation is a 501c3 non-for-profit helping provide opportunities for youth athletes in the community. Slots are limited. Sign up now at athleteshq.as.me/AHQ Foundation events. That's athleteshq.as.me/AHQ Foundation events. And that's December 20th at Athletes HQ Elgin. Train with the best and give back to the game. Someone that kind of needs a little bit of getting back into the game, unfortunately, from the Chicago Blackhawks, is one Mr. Connor Bedard. And I already know that Connor Bedard, he is, according to this right now, he has, where is he? Well, basically, he's got 44 points on this season so far for the Chicago Blackhawks. And unfortunately, he has suffered an injury. And what was that injury, Bob?
It's a separated right shoulder, as opposed to a dislocated right shoulder.
And you were saying that a separated shoulder.
I had to look this up. It's like, wait, what's the difference between separated and dislocated? It sounds like the same thing to me. So
right,
a dislocated shoulder is exactly what it sounds like. Your ball joint, your shoulder dislocates out of where it fits into the shoulder. It slips down below. One of those things where you can kind of give a heave-ho and shove it back in. It should be pretty painful. Now, a separated shoulder is on the top of your shoulder. where all those tendons connect your arm to your shoulder. It's where those tendons either stretch or tear. So as opposed to just the bone slipping out of its joint, you actually have tendons ripping or tearing. Kind of like we were talking about earlier with, the ACL and MCL injuries in the NFL.
And the separated ribs.
Yeah, and separated ribs. Once again, it's more the tendons or cartilage. It's separation as opposed to dislocation. So it's when those tendons stretch or tear, you can't just pop it back in. It needs time to repair, heal, or even if it's stretched, just shrink back to that normal size.
Yeah, and this is why Connor Bedard is probably going to miss the next month or two.
Yeah, they're saying
of
he's
the
not going to
season.
be back till what, January?
Well, I think that is a cautiously optimistic injury or prognosis.
Well, I was also surprised to find that I was able to find information saying separated right shoulder. The first few articles I looked at just said upper body injury, which is per the NHL, it's
right.
That's what you do.
Yeah,
you don't want people being targeted, but I mean when you already know somebody's not even going to be on the ice,
yeah,
you can go ahead and divulge a little bit more information.
Yeah, and the play in question came against the St. Louis Sucks Blues, who ended up defeating the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2 on that Friday, December 12th game. So last Friday.
Yeah, another one-goal game. Another complaint that I've had constantly about the Blackhawks over here.
Oh, so did you see yesterday's game?
I did not see yesterday's game against
the heartbreak that was the 3-goal Toronto Maple Leafs output in the third period.
Hey, another one-goal game,
and 2 goals coming back to back within 8 seconds of one another.
Well, it took out of my mouth what I've been saying before. I go, the Blackhawks need to score earlier. They need to score first. Yeah, they were up 2-0.
Yeah.
So I guess scoring first or early doesn't really matter.
Okay, so the Blackhawks are currently 6th in the division as far as the Central Division is concerned, and they are sitting at 32 points, tied with the Winnipeg Jets. And I don't want to say it, but I'm kind of thinking it, and usually when I'm thinking it, it comes out of my mouth, so I'm just going to say it. It's not looking good for the playoffs and the Chicago Blackhawks. Especially over the last course of, the last few games that they've been doing. And now you got one of their best players, the best player on the Chicago Blackhawks, out for an extended amount of time. Not only is he going to miss a month or so, he's probably going to miss the Olympics, which, I mean, I'm not so broken up about.
I'm totally okay with him missing the Olympics.
I'm not so broken up about it. And the reason why I'm not broken up about it is because that means that, well, he actually got hurt with the Chicago Blackhawks. And speaking about the play that he got hurt on, I still have absolutely no idea what the hell happened on that play. Was it a cross check? Was it Shen of the St. Louis Sucks Blues lifting his stick? Was it Connor Bedard, trying to put I have absolutely no idea because
it was the perfect storm of a strong shot off the faceoff and Shen delivering a cross check off the faceoff to stop that. And it was just, had either of them been half a second off, somebody would have gone down. There would have been no injury. I don't think there would have been a goal either way, but it was just 2 people reacting at the same time, hitting just the right way.
Yeah. And unfortunately,
I mean, I wish I had my own replay machine so I could go frame by frame over here. It's too hard to do on YouTube.
Well, not to mention, but I mean, then all the angles and everything that we've seen of that play, was it a cross check? Was it Shen trying to lift the stick? Because there have been multiple accounts on both.
If it was a cross,
where
I don't think, well, it's not an obvious cross check because if it was, there would have been a penalty called.
You would think, but because it was at the end of the game, ref put the whistle away and then, see, and here's why I'm thinking it was the lifting of the stick. If it was a cross check and it resulted in an injury to your star player in Connor Bedard, and the Chicago Blackhawks didn't answer and actually go after Shen after that happened, something. I mean, I understand the final horn.
Who's to say that's not going to happen later? Hockey's always notorious for taking care of business later.
This is true.
Okay.
This is also true.
The guy's got a target on his back now.
He will. Definitely for that.
Well, unfortunately, I was like, who would be the person to answer that? You think, who on the Blackhawks do you think would be the person to jump up and answer that call the next time we play the Blues?
Yeah, and looking forward into the schedule for the Chicago Blackhawks taking on the St. Louis Sucks Blues. The next time they match up, and it will be on home ice as opposed to when they were down in St. Louis Sucks. It will be January 7th. And I'm sure looking at the time right now, it is another one of those wonderful ESPN Plus and or TBS, TNT games, because that game starts at 8:30. I hate those frickin' start times.
No, I used to work in the food industry, and I wouldn't be getting out till late at night. I loved those late start games because at least I'd be able to get home from work and watch the third period. Here's all the people working late nights out there. You gotta love the West Coast games, right?
Well, and I suppose you do have a point, because then that means I would be removed from Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM by a half an hour, which should give me plenty of time to get home to see that. Speaking of which, we will be back on the other side of this break. Back in a few.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist perspective that puts you, the citizen, at the center of the conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring you the straight talk you need. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you covered. Tune in. Let's take on the issues together with a fresh, unfiltered approach. Catch us every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Are you looking to buy, sell, or trade something? Maybe clean out that attic or basement, or just make a little extra cash? Then don't miss Tradio on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Weekdays at 12:30 p.m. Call in to let folks in the Fox River Valley know what you're looking for or what you've got to get rid of. It's easy, it's free, and it's a great way to connect with your community. Call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, then let us know. Only on Tradio. Here on WRMN AM 1410.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Bob Mariner.
Howdy, howdy, folks.
Okay, as we went to break, we were talking about the Chicago Blackhawks, and you brought up an interesting development in one of the younger defensive, D-men.
Yeah, Artem Leshinov. You may not have seen him skate last night against the Maple Leafs.
It might have helped.
Yeah, well, that's because somebody showed up late. Punctuality is key in any business, especially when it comes to sports. So, yeah, I guess we're looking at practice on Monday in Chicago. Jeff Blashill tore Artem Leshinov a new one and took him out of the lineup on Tuesday against the Maple Leafs because Leshinov absent-mindedly missed his turn going through a 5-on-5 drill on Monday, which led to Tyler Bertuzzi being like, hey, wake up. Get on your game over here. So Blashill had to pull him aside, and he's like, dude, practice is 10 a.m. You showed up at 9:20 a.m. Now, I know that sounds a little weird to you, but if practice is at 10, you probably should show up an hour before, make sure all your stuff's in order, shower up, get your gear, be ready to have the skates hit the ice at 10 a.m.
As according to their standard operating procedure.
Correct.
So if you know it's 10 o'clock, okay, great,
Yeah, Gary, here's Blashill's quote. He was late coming into the rink Monday. We have a standard of times guys have to be there. He didn't mean to do it, but nonetheless, our standard is not going to slip, so he's out tonight. He knows what the consequences are ahead of time. All right, now some people, he's a little late, blah, blah, blah. Some people are saying either there's a language barrier. The whole, you're at 9:20 and you said 10 a.m., should be early. No.
The standard is the standard as set forth by the coach.
Is it a good move or a bad move? What's your opinion, Derrick, on them benching him Tuesday night
you're
for the
turning it
tardiness?
around on me, huh?
Well, I want to hear what your opinion is on that. Was it the right move or was it not the right move?
No, well, I might be going, both ways, actually. And the reason why I say both ways, if I know for a fact that, okay, 10 a.m. practice, that means you are dressed, ready to go on the ice at 10 a.m., but you need to get there at least an hour before. And there's that old saying in television or production or radio, if you are a half an hour early, you are on time. If you are on time, you are late.
Correct.
So therefore, I'm going to go with that standard and say that, he was late. Even though he was on time, he was late. But then I think the tipping point was the fact that he was a little lackadaisical as far as the practice goes, missing his turn in the rotation, not paying attention. And for my money and watching the Chicago Blackhawks this season, there has been a lot of lackadaisical moments where it's either the D-men or the forwards not paying attention to their man, whether or not they're playing zone defense or zone coverage or, man on man, because I don't know from watching, the games, whether or not they're playing. You could kind of tell if they're playing zone, but you could also kind of tell when they're playing man to man. But with that being said, far too many times has an opposition forward come into the zone, the defensive zone, and lit up Spencer Knight for a goal because they haven't been paying attention. So with that being said, it might be a little too strong, but at the same time, I think it sends a message to the rest of the team. Get your freaking Smurf together. Because right now, they're in their fight for the playoff lives.
Especially, Bedard being out, they need to be a little bit more serious than ever. You need to have a routine. It doesn't just have to be sports. It follows through in life with a lot of great things. Just people succeed in general. For me, there are certain jobs I go to and I'll have my routine, whether it's my Starbucks, my Red Bull, or I take my half an hour walk before I go and do something. And I get in the zone. I need that time. If I miss out one of those things, I will feel off throughout my workday. And I'm sure with the pressure that these athletes have put on them, that extra 20 minutes that he could have had, that's why he missed his 5-on-5 drill. You're 20 minutes late. Your mind is still consciously trying to catch up the entire time you're doing that. I think it was the right move for them to bench him, regardless of how it hurt the team. It may have not. Who knows? I imagine it did. Leshinov, I think he's a good player. I like him. But I did see this happen with Quenneville and our Stanley Cup winning Chicago Blackhawks back in the day. I can't bring up any specifics, but I definitely have a clear memory of a handful of games where I think like Keith got benched.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaw got benched, and you're like, they're healthy, and they're not skating them shifts. And Quenneville knew they could reduce, but it was more of an attitude or how they're carrying themselves with the team. Reminding you that this is still one of the youngest teams in the NHL.
Yeah.
And tough love. You got to give a little tough love sometimes. And I think having to be like, you are healthy, and even though being a little bit late, especially in Chicago, hey, maybe you hit traffic, but doesn't matter. Leave yourself extra time.
Yep.
That is the kind of leadership you need to show, and you need to be like, you need to make them feel like they're missing out on being part of one of the greatest new young teams over here.
Yeah,
so
and
on you. Good keeping that Coach Q mentality.
And they are the third youngest team in the NHL. I know we've gone over that a couple of times. And I just want to send a special shout out to our YouTube listeners here. YouTube at WRMN Radio. Jammer, thanks for tuning in all the way up in Micronesia. So I have absolutely no idea where Micronesia is, but
I think that's an island.
Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you are warm there.
Yeah, you said up in Micronesia like it's in Wisconsin.
Well, at first I was reading it, and I thought maybe it was Minnesota, but no, Micronesia. So that's very cool for tuning in there. So I do appreciate that. You are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. We'll be talking some NCAA football when we get back.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Progressive. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department, despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment, purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds, will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5-8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspect's arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories, and investigations are ongoing. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
This is Will Walker with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Tonight, drizzle likely after 3 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 31. Temperatures rising to around 41 overnight. Looking ahead to Thursday, rain and drizzle before 2 p.m. Then a chance of rain and snow with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 48. Currently, it is 32 degrees with clear skies. With your Fox Valley forecast, I'm Will Walker on WRMN, the talk of the town.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America NA in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride.
I need my eyes checked.
They look fine to me.
Yeah, right? And yes, I'm aware that we're talking over the song, but that's all right.
It's a nice song.
Yeah, you know, I was told it was a no-no.
I sing it in the shower sometimes.
I sing it every day when I get out of here.
Don't you like to know
kinda,
that
it's kind of catchy, right?
I'm singing a song about you when I take a shower?
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing right now. I mean, aside from the fact that I thought that it was... Thank you, Brendan. I appreciate that.
So you be happy you're being thought of, okay?
Yeah. I mean, with that being said, I mean, I really need to get my eyes checked because, like, I'm thinking I'm looking at Minnesota here. And, like, you know, Micronesia... You know, oh, Micronesia, wait. Oh, wait, I need to get my eye, oh my good God. No, dummy, stupid, STOOPID. Oh, yeah, by the way, you are currently listening to The Stupid One on Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. That would be me, Derrick Geyer. Bob Mariner, he's not the stupid one, I am. So during the break, we found out that, Micronesia is a part of the Federated States of Micronesia. And it is...
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, who'd have thought? Over 600 islands, known for its rich culture, stunning coral reefs, World War II shipwrecks, and close ties to the United States. And it is also 7 hours behind us.
Yeah.
As well. So that kind of like threw me for a loop as well. So
wait,
tuning
behind us?
Yeah, behind us. It is only 12:30.
But it's on Thursday. It's Thursday over there. Today is Wednesday.
Oh.
They're ahead of us, buddy.
They're ahead of us. Oh my good Lord.
What day did you think it was?
I thought it was. Well, see, now I'm all. Oh my God, good graciousness. Oh my.
See, all these international callers are throwing us off over here.
Yeah, no kidding. But hey, thank you for tuning in all the way from Micronesia. And Brendan, as always, thank you for tuning in on the WRMN Facebook or YouTube, WRMN radio feed. Tuning in on the Facebook thing as well, and I'm a little squirrely right now. I've got the squirrels going. What were we supposed to be talking about?
Well, we are going to talk about some NCAA news, but before we jump into that, I know I wanted to give a quick shout out over here. I know we had Susie C's question of the day tomorrow about the real or the fake trees. I had just wondered when did people start using fake trees? I had to look it up over here. The first artificial Christmas trees were developed in Germany in the 19th century. It's around the 1880s. I guess there was a large deforestation problem in Germany, so they started making
it was called
Christmas
World
trees.
War I and World War II. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, but they started making these fake trees out of goose feathers originally.
Really?
But it was like late 1800s where artificial Christmas trees first started happening. It was because we were chopping them all down and not planting them. But
damn,
just a little something out there for y'all, little Christmas history.
Yeah,
but
and
NCAA.
Wait, hold on. I mean, I kind of want to tie it together with the morning show, and that is Susie C's cue of the day for tomorrow morning on the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C and Elliot the L Train Serrano. Real tree or fake tree, and when do you decorate it? So tune in tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and join them at 8 a.m. for that precious, delightful, tasteful segment of What Will Susie C Put in Elliot's Mouth? Yep.
Oh, yeah. I had to turn the head. I'm like, are there any odd treats on that table over there?
No,
not
they
today.
Cleaned it up.
No more possum snacks. Okay,
yeah,
good.
no more possum snacks. No more mac and cheese candy canes.
Well, it's Christmas time, so hopefully Susie C brings something delicious to put in Elliot E. Train Serrano's mouth tomorrow. So
Yeah.
guys,
We'll see.
We'll see.
So-
Tune in and listen on that one. So.
Yeah, tune in to listen to that on that one. And so, NCAA football.
Yeah, it's Santa Claus, naughty or nice over here.
Seems to be going in the definite naughty direction, considering the fact that coach for Ohio University, Brian Smith, has been fired for, quote unquote, serious professional misconduct and participating in activities that reflect unfavorably on the university. This on the heels of Mr. Moore of the University of Michigan being fired by the University of Michigan, and subsequently the actions later, or his subsequent actions later found himself being arrested and detained. What in the hell is wrong with these college coaches?
It's because they're hanging out with these college kids, man. All right, that's what it is. They're just surrounded by a bunch of partying and booze and loose women and the this
alleged loose women.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
fair
I
enough.
don't know. I don't know.
Allegedly. I'm just saying there's a certain party element that goes around in this college atmosphere over here, and I definitely think it bleeds through into the coaches. I mean, come on. Like, you got these people who are supposed to be the role models and everything, but they're constantly surrounded by all these young 20-something-year-olds who are all party, party, party. You can't tell me some of that energy rubs off on them. And, they start to feel like they're back in college again, too, and like they're invincible and they could do whatever they want.
Well, apparently and allegedly, this is what some of the coaches are looking for, the energy to be rubbing off on them.
No comment.
Yeah, okay. So
well, it's just
Brian Smith's camp vehemently denies this.
Yeah, they say they're playing he's lawyered up. They plan to fight the wrongful termination. They're shocked by these allegations.
Yes. So Smith's attorney, Rex Elliott, I'm going to quote Rex Elliott, Smith's attorney here. Quote, "We vigorously dispute Ohio University's grounds for termination for cause of Coach Brian Smith. He is shocked and dismayed by this turn of events, and we plan to fight this wrongful termination to protect his good name. Coach Smith is an ethical man who has done an exemplary job for the university. He wants nothing but the best for the players, coaches, and the entire Bobcat community." End quote.
All right, so Ohio University, are they even really on your radar?
No, not really.
Okay.
And probably the only reason why this is even being brought to light is just for the fact of Sharon Moore's conduct last week. Because
totally took what I was leading into
I'm
over
sorry.
here. No, that's exactly what I was kind of trying to lay out over here. I was like, okay, Ohio University is not really on the radar. You have Michigan and Sharon Moore. This thing come out, and all of a sudden, this quickly, you get another coach on a university nobody really kind of cares. Right, at least over here, I'm like,
if
their
you're in
record's
Ohio, maybe
their record's not terrible.
Maybe, I don't know,
but yeah, they ain't nothing special over here. So now you got this coming out. Is this a jilted coworker or a jilted student trying to make something out of nothing? Is this founded? To me, it's a little fishy how close this is coming to after the other one. I don't want to say anything one way or another. I hope nothing bad happened to anybody. This just seems a little suspect.
Okay. Or, and I'll take the juxtaposition of this, or maybe it was someone that realized that the Sharon Moore story up there at the University of Michigan, to where it gave them the strength and the power to actually speak up. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. I just found out about this story a little while ago.
There's been no specifics that have come out yet.
There's absolutely nothing. I am just theorizing, and I am playing, doing the juxtaposition thing here. However, going to the story with Sharon Moore at the University of Michigan, now all of a sudden, not only was he having an inappropriate relationship with a female staff member, but while he was married to his wife, he was having an inappropriate relationship with a female staff member. On top of that, as he's having this inappropriate relationship, he was also, where is it here? Oh, the ex-Michigan head coach allegedly sent a text message to an Instagram model who claimed he had been messaging her throughout his alleged affair with said female staff member. And this is via sports.yahoo.com. So take that with a grain of salt. And then Moore comes out allegedly and says, I can't believe you'd wait to attack me like that. I just want to say I am focused on family and God, and I wish you nothing but the best. So, however, in this article from Yahoo, and I know it's Yahoo Sports or sports.yahoo.com, it says that in this messaging thing going back and forth with the Instagram model, the woman claimed that Moore had offered her tickets and other perks for possible meetups.
No, like you know, like a meet and greet. Like we'll meet over at this coffee shop, and I'll sign your hat and your poster and your jersey.
Yeah, sign something.
Yeah.
Or leave his mark somehow on the Instagram model.
Here's a fun thought. So like all these, you know, all these Instagram messages to the models and such.
Oh, sure.
And OnlyFans people's. Imagine.
Yeah, because those are real.
Well, imagine this was, you know, in a world before the World Wide Web and Instagram and smartphones. Do you think Sharon Moore would be like penning letters and like licking the envelope and putting a stamp on them and send to these ladies? No, I'm just saying. I'm like, do you think that we would have this problem before the dawn of like modern technology as we know it?
Okay.
Or do you think these guys would have forgone the pen and paper and been like, no record is the best record? Not giving any ideas out there to anybody, okay?
Well, it's just it's one way or another. I mean, it's kind of stupid, you know, because okay.
Hey, he just ruined Christmas for like his entire family.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And because he was with his wife for 10 years, you know, he's got kids or kid. And, well, where's daddy? What's daddy doing? And it depending on like how old, you know, the kid is. And eventually the kid is going to find out what he did. Whether, you know, it's like, you know, you mentioned the OnlyFans or the, you know, P stars. Well, I don't think you said P stars, but
that I did not.
Adult stars.
Actresses.
And
actors.
Yes, and actors. You know, you got to clump it all together. But it's like you do this today, and in 10 years it's going to come out. You have kids, it's going to come out, and they are going to eventually know, because whether or not the kids go seeking it, there might be classmates that, hey, is this your mother, father?
No, it's not going to come out like, is this your mother or father? No, are you kidding me?
Oh my God, hey, look at this.
People are going to come in locked and loaded with some terrible things to say to his kid. Are you kidding me? They're like, hey, where's your dad? Is he scouting out the corner, seeing the best deal he can get right now? Come on. I was like, dude, kids are mean, all right? And they're coming pre-planned. They're not going to be like, oh, so-and-so. They already going to know. Hey, at least, you want to look on the bright side for Brian Smith or Sharon Moore? You got that Netflix documentary money coming at some point. Okay, it may not paint you in the best light, but at least you'll get to speak your piece, and you're getting that much more dough. You're probably not going to be coaching college sports again. Yeah. Maybe
after a 5 or 10 year bit.
There's going to be some grade school or middle school that actually, you know, they don't do the vetting process, and they just hire you on not knowing the history. You know, somebody else get fired for that one. So
yeah, someone else will get fired for that one.
But yeah, that Netflix money is good.
Yeah, supposedly. Maybe I need to, delve into. No, I don't look good in orange.
Well, have you?
I really do not wish to go to jail or even be arrested again. But anyway, you're currently listening to
again.
Yeah, Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. We may or may not continue that conversation on the other side of this break. I'm going with no. Be back in a bit.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Looking to set sail on your dream vacation? Cruises International has you covered. Specializing in land and sea getaways, they're here to make your vacation unforgettable. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, they offer personalized service with a global network of specialists to ensure your trip is tailor-made just for you. Call today at 800-255-7447 to speak with a cruise and vacation expert. And don't miss Travel Tuesdays on WRMN AM 1410 every first Tuesday of the month from 11 to 12 p.m. on Out to Lunch. That's Cruises International. Your vacation, your way.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Yeah, I know. And welcome back here on WRMN 1410 AM Big Top Sports with yours truly. And joining me in studio today has been Bob Mariner.
Oh boy, it's the holiday season.
Whoop-dee-doo and la-ti-da. Oh, wait, that's not how that song goes.
Yeah, it's a most wonderful time to be here at WRMN Radio 1410 AM.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in on this happy hump day. Chicago Bears leading the NFC North.
The Bears.
And as always, don't forget to tune in on Saturday here on WRMN 1410 AM for when the Bears are taking on the Green Bay Wood-Peckers at 7 p.m. and pregame starts at about 5 p.m. And then stick around for after the game because there will be post-game reaction and hopefully post-game reaction to another Bears victory, which will bring them one step closer to clinching a playoff spot in the NFL. What do you got going on for Christmas, Bob? Since we most likely will not be here.
Oh, chilling in the
Christmas
burbs,
Eve.
buddy. A little northwest suburbs action, hanging with mom and dad out in Arlington Heights.
Where the Bears seem to be allergic to going.
Dude.
Oh, sorry. Anyway,
that house is supposed to be mine at one point. They better move there.
Oh, okay.
I want to be the one to sell it, not mom and dad.
Yeah, right.
Come on, mom and dad. That's my retirement right there. All right?
Oh, jeez. Or you could buy the house as they become snowbirds and move down to Florida or something, or Arizona.
Oh, no. My dad's not allowed to have that. He needs to spend the rest of his life in the bitter cold winters of Chicago. He deserves it.
Wow, what did he do to you to deserve that kind of punishment?
Hey, we
don't have that much time, right?
He raised me as a Bears fan, okay? That's what. If I'm a Bears fan, you're a Bears fan. Ain't no Florida for you, okay?
Why not?
I'm not. I'm rooting for the Bucks. All right.
Yeah, but you can still watch the Bears on TV. No,
not gonna happen, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well,
you live in the city that you root for. All right.
Yeah, I don't think so. If I could, I'd be down. Well, maybe this time of year going down to Florida. I could take the 70 degrees this time of year. Especially since we just had the -20 over the weekend.
Yeah, ask me in another 30 years. Maybe I'll change my mind. But for now, I could tough it out. But
I can't do this cold.
You going anywhere fun for Christmas?
Hanging out with some relatives, so that's going to be fun. Probably going to have a few libations or two and crash out on the couch and,
I was like, crash out on the couch. Okay, don't crash out on your family now, okay?
If you are going to be drinking and driving this holiday season, well, okay. Let me rephrase that. If you are going to be drinking, you best not be driving. Oh,
that sounds better.
Good God, yeah.
If you are drinking and driving,
please don't cut that and make it
do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Oh my good Lord. Hey, where can people find you, Bob?
Where can they find me? At my house. I ain't telling you where that's at, so good luck.
Oh, okay. No socials or anything?
Oh, it's yeah, no socials.
No socials. Okay.
You don't leave that be for right now, right?
that was very productive. Hey, but if you have any questions or you want to contribute, go to Big Top Sports at gmail.com. Shoot me the questions there.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Thank you! Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger.